If you're thinking about moving to Austin, Texas, and want to know the most important information about today's real estate market, then you'll be glad you tuned in today because we're going to review the December sold data and the Austin sold price appreciation map, which will show you by zip code how our home values are soaring versus a year ago. Now, if you're living in Austin, Texas already, there is good news if you're thinking about moving. My name is Jennifer Goodman, and I'm a realtor living in Austin, Texas. And if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living and working and playing and loving and thriving in Austin and the surrounding areas, then please subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current Austin housing market. So let's get started. 2021 finished incredibly strong with the total number of home sales slightly down by 8.83% over 2019, with appreciation numbers in the range of 20 to 30%. In fact, let's take a look at it on the chart right now. So, December housing highlights. Here we go. The total sales are down by 8% in the metro area and down 13.94% in the city. More on that in a moment. The average sold price in the metro was the highest of 2021 at $603,999. So while our total sales are down, we hit the highest prices that we have yet so far. Now, the average sold price in the city was the third highest of the year at $748,241. Now, here's where it also gets interesting because the time to sell a home was 8 days in the metro and 10 days in the city. Now, we have a map about that will show you exactly where in the city that is, and we're going to look at that little heat map in just a little while. But first, let's consider what this means for buyers and sellers, because right now it's just a bunch of numbers. So, as mentioned earlier, December 2021 sold volume is down versus December 2020, which really, when you think about it, was the start of the market rally here in Austin. So, while December 2021 is up versus December 2019, which we may recount as our days of normalcy. It's a funny word. As of right now, I, along with many of my colleagues around the globe and here in Austin, really anticipate that 2022 will continue to see an upward trend in the prices with continued demand. In fact, it will remain fast-paced, and that's why having a solid plan before buying or selling your property is going to be key. You're either playing checkers or you're playing chess, folks. But either way, you want a strategy to navigate the unprecedented market demand that we are anticipating. So with new jobs coming on board with Samsung and Tesla and Google, Austin is on the world's center stage. We are the Silicon Valley of the South. And if you're seeking to live your best life while working from home or with minimal commute times, all while having your dollar go further than it does in many states, like people are moving from California, New York, Colorado, Florida, you know what? Then Austin may be your next place to call home. And if you live here now, well, I hope you're having a good time really listening in. And we're going to look at the median sold price appreciation map that is going to really, there it is. It's going to really tell a story, if you will. So first and foremost, looking at all of that red that you see around the market, okay? That red are 15 zip codes around the Austin area that saw a 40 to 50% increase or appreciation versus a year ago. The dark orange are 16 zip codes that saw a 35 to 40% appreciation versus a year ago. Guys, that means that 31 zip codes in and around Austin saw a 35 to 50% appreciation. That is 1 in 3 homes have gained incredible value in the last 12 months. Now, looking just one step further, 11 zip codes saw a 30 to 35% appreciation. So, all in all, that's 42% of the market saw a huge uptake of minimum 30% and upward of 50% market appreciation. Okay, so you're asking yourself, what does this mean if you're a seller? Well, if you are remotely thinking about selling, I love helping people make sense of the Austin housing market, especially as it relates to specific neighborhoods and streets, because real estate is hyperlocal and it is personal. And I'm available for confidential home evaluations if you wish, because you can share your P&L with your friends and family after you move if you want, but I keep personal, and your business is personal and private to me. So what does this mean if you're a buyer? Well, there are great opportunities to find your next home in every budget when you're working with an expert. While the multiple listing service is our biggest source of finding homes for our buyers, it's relationships with other professionals that can make a big difference in finding and negotiating the purchase of a home. The pulse here in Austin is that 2022 will continue to see a record number of homes for sale as job creation and expansion of our city continues. The supply will not meet the demand as builders can't build fast enough. The global supply chain will continue to affect us all, and home prices will continue to rise steadily. 2022 will be a robust market for home sales and property value increases. So here's the thing. I am a numbers geek. So for those of you who hate numbers, know that I barely passed algebra and had a calculus tutor. So trust me, I can go deeper, but what's the point? At the end of the day, finding you that place to call home and negotiating the best possible terms is how I help you make your home dreams come true. So that's really it about the December median sold price appreciation numbers in a nutshell. And if you've made it this far, I really hope you've found this valuable information. Because if you have any questions or thoughts about the Austin, Texas market, please feel free to comment below. And if you're thinking about making your best move to Austin, I am Jennifer S. Goodman, living in Austin, Texas. And whether you're looking to make your move in 7 days or 7 weeks or 7 months, we would love to help you out. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you next time.